Hi, I'm Gadis of Made by Mutiara and welcome to my channel. And in today's video, I'm doing my April Plan With Me bullet journal setup. And to be honest, I was a bit out of inspiration when it comes to the color palette, but I know I wanted to do some spring, I wanted to do some leaves. I didn't want to do the conventional colors. So I thought about using this website called synesthesia.name, I think. So it's somebody who associates names and words with colors. So what I did was to put in the word April or the name April into the website, and I got this color palette. So I thought these colors look pretty cool together, and I just thought I'd share with you the process of how I came up with my ideas. And yeah, I hope you enjoy watching this video. The bullet journal that I'm using today is the Notebook Therapy bullet journal. I think it's a gentle giant one, and yeah, I've been loving it so far. And I wanted to do a spread that was slightly easier than my usual painting spreads. So for the cover, I'm doing a circle and I'm going to be filling it with leaves, and at the very corner I'm writing the word April. The stencil that I'm using is from The Works, and it's actually from a shop in the UK, and I actually bought this stencil booklet long ago, but I'm still using it until now. I'll put the link, everything down in the description below, but yeah, it makes it easier to write all of the serif letters. When it comes to drawing the leaves, I do find it easier to start off with drawing the stems, and like drawing maybe 2 stems to start off with, and then using the sides of the brush pen to just, do half crescents to create one leaf. And personally, I like it when the leaves have like that gap in the middle. And I usually start off with the furthest part of the leaf and then work my way down and fill in with smaller leaves if I have to. So each segment, I'm filling it with one color each. So I started off with the orange, which is the gold ochre color, the red, which is the carmine color, and the purple shade is deep magenta. And these are the Tombow Dual Brush Pens. After I'm done with the leaves, I thought of filling in some of the gaps with black berries, but I didn't end up liking the look. But I thought it could be a way of, filling in any of the gaps. I didn't end up doing this in the rest of the pages, so it's okay. I find my first page to be the most experimental one, but you learn as you go. I'm just gonna color it in black with the Pentel brush sign pen, and yeah, just doing some normal lettering for the rest of the letters. And that's it for my cover page. For the next page, which is usually my quote page, I'm using the phrase "grow through what you go through," and this is actually inspired from a lettering piece that I did I really resonated with. So I'm using this Artistro brush pen to draw the letters because I really like how opaque the colors are. But for the small block lettering, I'm using the Pentel sign brush pen. Yeah, it's the same brush pen that I'm using. The only thing that I don't like about this page is the fact that the go has such a huge gap in between. But oh well, sometimes we don't really do what we're happy with, but we just go along with it. The next thing I do is to draw a small border around the top and the bottom parts, and I segment 5 or 6 spaces, and these are gonna be where I draw in the leaves. The border is mainly just to indicate where is the last leaf going to reach, and I do this just to standardize the distance of the gaps and the leaves. And yeah, I think it does the job, and after I'm done, I'm just gonna erase it all. So that's the main idea with the rest of the bullet journal. I use different shapes and different parts of the pages to draw in the leaves, and I try to not make each leaf look the same or each branch look the same. And you don't have to just draw one branch per segment. You can actually draw some leaves to cover up the spots, and it's actually also okay to overlap into each other's segments. At the end of the day, I think we all look at it as like a whole. We don't usually examine one branch on its own. But yeah, it's actually all the small things like, drawing the borders that help you ensure that at least the amount of leaves is more or less equal throughout. And after I erase all of the pencil lines, I'm done with... Oh wait, I'm not done. I realized that I actually drew in some shadows for the quote page using the very light lilac color, which is one of the colors when I type in the word April. I think that's for the letter L. So I thought of doing it as shadows, but I realized through the camera now, you cannot really see it. But I don't know, it just adds a nice subtle touch. And I also use these colors for the other pages. And last but not least, I put in some white highlights, and now I am done with the cover page. Yay! For the monthly page, which is what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start off by drawing the segments on the top left-hand corner as well as the bottom right-hand corner. Again, I'm just going with the flow. I use the bullet tip to actually draw the branch out first. I find that to be a bit better because sometimes when I try doing it with the brush pen tip, I tend to draw really thick stems. Later on, you'll see what I mean, but yeah, if you're doing all of these leaves, using the bullet tip is slightly better when drawing the branches of the leaves. And once that's done, I'm gonna use a different stencil font. This is actually from the same stencil book that I used from earlier. They have, I think, about 5 different fonts available to trace. And I'm using this very elongated sans serif font for the word April. And I'm using the Pentel Sign Pen to color in. I cannot believe it is April. It feels like the past 3 months has just flown by so flippin' fast, and I am both terrified and excited to see what April will bring. I mean, it's finally concluded that winter is over, so hello spring. I am ready to accept all of the temperatures and the rainy storms that's gonna happen. And yeah, I'm just shocked with how fast time has gone by. So for my monthly calendar, I usually like to adopt this horizontal style. It's really up to you, but this is one of the styles that I really like, and I'm gonna color in the headers of each of the days using the 3 colors from earlier. So throughout of this bullet journal, I just find different ways to adopt the 3 colors to draw different headers. And I'm also using either the black brush pen, a black monoline pen, or this Uniball Signal white gel pen. And to finish off, I'm gonna draw in the legend for my mood tracker. So the very bar at the top is where I indicate my mood tracker, and yeah, I just make it simple, and that's it for my monthly page. The first thing I always do is to cut out the bottom part of the page to fit in my habit tracker. So I'm doing a Dutch door so that my habit tracker is visible throughout the whole month. If you watch my past bullet journals, you know that I do the same weekly spread, and yeah, the only thing that I differ from month to month is that instead of it being the top, this month I'm doing it at the bottom, and I'll usually alternate so that the thickness of the pages will, be equalized at the end. Of all of the habits that I've been tracking, I'm proud to share that I have been regularly intermittent fasting for the entire month of March. So yay! I haven't been doing that for January and February, but I'm glad I was able to be consistent with that habit in March, and I really hope that I can do the same for April. Other than that, I hope to drink more water. I find myself being really chapped lips at the end of the day, so I think my water intake has to increase. So I'm definitely gonna add that into my tracker. And yeah, if you have any ideas how to encourage yourself to drink more water more consistently, I'm welcome to your suggestions. Since this is the first week of April, there are only 4 days, so I didn't think that I need as much space for these pages, so I decided to do like a wave outline and then fill in the segments with the leaves that I've been doing for the first 2 pages. If I could, I would definitely choose to turn the pages around when I'm drawing these leaves, but I think for the sake of hyperlapse, not looking too too rapidly moving around, I try not to move my book too much. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is what it looks like, and I'm happy with the outcome. But at the corner here is also where I will usually write in the focus of the month. I'm going to write that in later on, but first I'm going to fill in the headers for my rolling weekly, or in other words, this is also called the Alastair method. If you want to know what this method is all about, I'm going to put that link in the description down below. I learned this from, I think, Boho Berry, where she talked about how she adopted the Alistair method. It's been a really useful system for me, and it's why I've been adopting it every single month. And yeah, I'm just filling in the dates. And yes, I got the day wrong. It's supposed to be Thursday, not Monday, but I was too lazy to change it, so I'm leaving it. And yeah, at the corner here is where I write in my focus. Make sure you watch the flip through all the way to see all of the other weekly spreads. And yeah, I hope you like this simple, leafy spring bullet journal spread. Yay! And that is it for my bullet journal setup. I really like how it looks in the end. And yes, I know the leaves can look a bit repetitive, but I found it to be really like therapeutic doing all the leaves again and again. So if there's something that you want to try, then I highly recommend you do it. And if you do end up recreating it, then don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Made by Mutiara. In every video, I love to do a shout out to one of you as a thank you for watching my channel, and today's shout out goes to... I need to shift. Amanda! Yay! Thank you so much, Amanda, for leaving a comment in my last video where I thought about how I use Snapseed to edit my Instagram post for lettering. No, it's a lettering post for Instagram. Both ways still work. And thank you for also sharing it inside your Insta stories. If you want a shout out in my next video, then leave a comment down below, or you can also share this inside your Insta stories. And don't forget to tag me at Made by Mutiara. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!